So today I just want to have a conversation about eBay and is it dying? Is that, I'm active in Facebook groups, been watching the channel for a while. You probably see me say some things in Facebook and all that. So I read a lot. I don't post a whole lot, but I do read a lot just because I like to read. I like to gather information. And, a common thing that I've really read over the years since I've been in those groups, which is probably 3 years, is that eBay is dying. And that eBay is going down the drain. And that it's not what it used to be. Which that one is true. But eBay is not dying. I'm going to share some statistics today that I got from Oberlo.com, Oberlo.com. It was an article that was written about eBay statistics. I'll put the link down in the description so that you can see it for yourself. But I just want to share these numbers with you and then give some conversation as to, what it all means, kind of where I think the perception that eBay is dying is coming from because of what people sell. And so I'm going to share you some numbers. So bear with me for a minute, but bear with me for a minute as I kind of give some numbers and eBay statistics. Let's jump in. So currently on eBay, there is 182 million eBay users who buy on eBay. This isn't including sellers. This is just people who are buying on eBay. That number is a 4% growth from the year before. So 4% growth, that's like just under 9 million more buyers were added to eBay last year versus the year before. So that's a lot of people, right? But 70% of that traffic is United States-based traffic. So of that 70% of that traffic of 182 million comes from the United States. So that's 127 million buyers are located here in the United States. That's a lot of buyers. There's half the United States. This is traffic. People are probably repeat buying. Some people don't even have eBay accounts because they go from Google Shopping. So that's a lot of, a third of the United States? I don't even know how many people are located in the United States, like 300-something million people. So that's a lot of buyers in the United States. So with that, is that there are 1.3 billion listings on eBay. That's billion with a B. 1.3 billion listings. That's a lot of listings. That's crazy, isn't it? So of that 1.3 billion listings, is that 80% of those listings are brand new items. Brand new items. And the 20% is used items. So of the 1.3 billion, is that 1 billion of those, it's like 1,040 million listings are brand new items. So there's like 260 million used items. That's crazy to think. So there's only 260 million used items listed on eBay, but 1 billion brand new items. So with that, is that of the new items, that 40% of those brand new items sell. So that's 400 million brand new items sell on eBay versus used items that 56% of used items sell on eBay. So that's 145 million used items sell on eBay. So there are almost 3 times more new items sold on eBay than used items. So looking at the number of eBay sellers. So and this is one of the big things that greatly affects you, along with the used and new items, is that of the eBay sellers, is that there are 25 million eBay sellers on eBay. 25 million. 28% of those are located here in the United States. So that's 7 million eBay sellers. Whereas, which is, that I don't know, that's fascinating, is that 70% of eBay buyers are from the United States. But when it comes to sellers, 70% of the sellers are located outside of the United States. That's fast. Like, the numbers flipped. So, like, that's a big part of the problem. I know that's probably where a vast majority of the new items are coming from, is coming from people located outside of the United States. Yeah, so that's crazy. 70% buyers in the United States, 70% of sellers are located outside the United States. So you've got the United Kingdom is number 2. They have 25% of sellers. That's crazy. There are almost as many sellers from the UK on eBay as there are American sellers. And then you have 17% China, 16% Germany. So between those four, you've got United States, the UK, Germany, and China. That's 86% of all eBay sellers. That's crazy. So how does this all really affect us? How does it affect you as an eBay seller? So 7 million eBay sellers located here in the United States, and 20% of used goods on eBay, right? So it's 20% of used goods, 7 million eBay sellers in the United States. So that having a side hustle in the United States has almost become a trend. It's become a fad that, in large part, is because out of necessity, is that, the average American spends 1.5% more per year than what they make. So we're a debt culture. We need more money. And that there are 40% of Americans that couldn't afford a unexpected bill of $700 or more if it hit them. So that's crazy, right? So majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and we're supposed to be the most prosperous nation in the world, but yet most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So having a side hustle, a way to make extra income, has almost become a necessity for a lot of people, or a secondary job. Some people, they don't want to have a second job, so they get a side hustle. So when people want a side hustle, they go to and they look at ways to make extra money. Where do they go? Google, Reddit, YouTube. You look at ways to make money, make money from home, right? The things that pop up is what? Reselling. Flip it on eBay, flip it on Mercari, flip it on Poshmark. So you've got, I think that's a big part of why we don't talk about specific items of what we sell, and why we try to do some more tips based on processes and policies, and more entertainment based on our YouTube channel, is because YouTube is kind of part of it. It's not at fault. The internet's at fault. Facebook's not to blame. It shares some of the responsibility. And what I mean by this is that you go to YouTube and you've got all these people on YouTube who are sharing what to buy, what not to buy, their thrift store hauls. And, I would say, I'm not going to say all of them, but there are a lot of resellers on YouTube that over-glamorize reselling. They over-glamorize it and make it seem so easy, because all they really ever do is they show their auction hauls. When they go to storage auction, they show how much money they can make. Or they go to the thrift stores haul and I bought these 10 items for $10 and I can make $800. Is that it over-glamorizes this thing, but we all know it's hard. What they don't really talk about is the inventory that has been on their shelf for 2 years that hasn't sold, or all the bad buys. That's another, a side thing. Let's get back into, is eBay dying or not? It's definitely not dying. But what it is doing is eBay's changed. eBay has changed a lot if you've been selling eBay for a long time. It hasn't really changed a whole lot for us because we've been in a specialized niche in consumer electronics for 6 years now, and it's pretty steady in that. But for a lot of people who sell used goods and who have been selling eBay for a long time, you see that the 4 times new items listed compared to used goods. That the majority of items that are sold on eBay are brand new condition, not used. So when you have all of these sellers, you have more sellers that are selling on eBay, that it keeps growing and growing and growing, and they're all going and buying a majority of the same things. They're going to thrift stores, they're finding clothes there, they're also going to garage sales, all these places, and they're buying those things and then selling on eBay. Well, the market is getting saturated with those used goods, that people are more likely to buy new than used. So it's not that it's dying, it's just that the market is saturated. There's more goods available for sale than what there used to be. Plus, like the millennial generation, they're very conscious people. Like they do a lot of thrifting and garage selling themselves just for themselves. So just wanted to share that information with you, share those statistics with you, kind of share my opinion, how I feel about all the numbers and whether eBay is dying or not. It's really just the internet. It's just the internet, the excess of information, that there's just so much information that is out there. But the fact of the matter is there are more eBay sellers. There are way more used goods. There are way more new goods. There's way more listings on eBay than there used to be. That almost 75% of eBay sellers are located outside the United States. So you have a much smaller market pool located here in the United States, with the majority of the people doing the same sourcing techniques. And then people wonder why their stuff isn't moving. Because it's changing. So what does it mean for you? Like, what can you do? Well, obviously, used goods are selling more frequently than new goods. So there's still a lot of opportunity there to make money. But the key is finding used goods that not everybody else is sourcing. Like if it's easy for everybody to source, like clothing, shoes, granted, that clothing category makes up 16% of the market share on eBay. That makes up a lot of sales, but at the same time, everybody can source it. The easier it is to source, the more competition you're going to have. The harder it is to source, the less competition you're going to have. So, and the way to do that is just to do research. So I hope you found this information useful. I know I talked for a long time, so if you are still watching here at the end, I appreciate it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will share the article down in the description for you to read it yourself. But eBay's not dying, but it is changing. So you should change with it.